Good morning, Dennis Bulldogs, and thank you for joining us. My name is Alana, reporting to you live from the studio here at Dennis Bulldogs TV with my partner Jeremiah. Today is October 22nd, 2024.
Now for our daily announcements. As a reminder, there are a few basic rules that need to be followed here at Dennis Middle School, so please be sure to do the following. Have your phone stored in your locker throughout the day. There is a no cell phone policy in place. Make sure you have a yellow pass if you are out in the hallways. You can only be out in hallways after the first 10 minutes and before the last 10 minutes of class. And backpacks need to be in your locker. If a teacher sees you, they will instruct you to go put it in your locker. Students must wear their ID cards with their lanyards each day, around your necks, not your pockets.
For lunch today, we will be having tomato soup, grilled cheese, pizza, cheeseburger, or chicken sandwich. Now let's check in with our weather team for today. Weather.
Today's weather will be a high of 79, a low of 56, wind at around 12 miles per hour, partially cloudy throughout the day, and sunset at 6:49.
Thanks for the weather. It looks like a great day. Now to the sports department.
Today in sports, there will be open gym through the 22nd through the 24th for boys basketball, and on the 29th there will be tryouts.
Hey, I'm Max here with Dave Payne from the middle school football team, checking in on his closing remarks on the 2024 season. How did the football season go for you and your team?
The football team went good because we were undefeated and never got scored on. And our last away game, we made them quit in the second quarter.
The goals set at the beginning of the year by your coaches, do you feel like you achieved?
Yeah, for sure. We went undefeated. What else do I have to achieve?
As you head into the off season, what are things you want to work on yourself to be better next year?
Get stronger, lose a little bit of weight, but I need to keep the same amount of weight. And shifty. I need to get more shifty.
What are the goals you would like to see the team achieve next year after this year's success?
Hopefully we beat Delta, because they say, well, we already beat Delta, but like they say 8th grade Delta is different, even though we went against them already. But yeah.
Hey, thank you, Zay.
Dennis Fall Sports were very successful.
Now let's check in with the local reporters.
Today's quote: "Today is a new day. Even if you did it wrong yesterday, you can get it right today."
Representative Greg Pence came in to speak with the 8th graders yesterday. Mr. Pence is the brother of a former Vice President, Mike Pence, and is the current representative of the 6th District in the state of Indiana. Let's take a moment to listen into his speech and some pictures from yesterday's event.
Please welcome Congressman Greg Pence.
And I go and vote on bills in Congress. I go to committee hearings, and with this voting card, which has a hologram, when I go and vote, I put it in a machine, and I vote yay or nay or present on a bill that we've already debated in committees, we've already talked about. And can anybody tell me why I vote yay or nay and not yes or no? 6 children. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. Does anybody know who my one brother is? Mike Pence. He was Vice President of the United States. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm better looking and a lot smarter, and I know that you can see that and you'll find that out today. I have 4 children. And I have 10.1 grandchildren.
Wants to know what your daily job is like.
So that's a great question. What's my daily job? So when I'm here, I'm going around to the district and I'm talking to constituents, to different people about what they want me to do when I go to Washington, D.C. I spend half the year in Washington, D.C. and I usually start about 7:30 in the morning, then we'll finish at 8:30 at night. I'll go to committee meetings where we will debate and introduce a bill, and then I'll also go to vote 1 or 2 times a day. Usually the votes are 1 o'clock, and then 6:30 at night is the last series of votes. And then I meet with constituents that come to DC, or energy companies, or different constituents that want to talk to me about what I'm working on. So let me tell you what it's like to have your brother as Vice President of the United States. So my son worked for the President of the United States. And one day, he's in Taormino, Sicily. That's in Italy. And he's working for the President. And they're done at a G7 meeting. This is a business meeting over there. And they say to him, would you like to fly back to Washington, D.C. on Air Force One? And my son said, well, sure, I'd like to do that. Otherwise, he'd have to go to the airport. He'd have to, go through baggage and security and all that kind of stuff. So they said, okay. But the problem was he didn't live in Washington, D.C. He lived in New York City. So he called his uncle, who's the vice president, and he lived in Washington. He said, Uncle Mike, I'm flying back on Air Force One on Saturday. Can I stay at your house? And of course, Uncle Mike says, sure you can. So here's what happened to my son. My son flew on Air Force One all the way to Andrews Air Force Base in Washington, D.C. He got in a motorcade limousine, took him to the vice president's house. He stayed the night, and my brother said, hey, we're going to the Indianapolis 500 tomorrow. Do you want to go? And he said, yes. So the next day, he got in a motorcade limousine. They went back to Andrews Air Force Base. They got on Air Force Two, and they flew to Columbus, Indiana, where 6 Black Hawk helicopters picked him up, took him over to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. He got in another motorcade. They drove around waving out the window on the Indianapolis 500 track. Then he got a golf cart, came over and got me. So for me, it was like riding in a golf cart, having your brother vice president. Why would I do that? I've been behind the scenes for many, many years in politics, but my predecessor, a gentleman named Luke Messer, he decided he was going to run for Senate, and he asked me to be his campaign finance chair, which I did. And when I went around on his behalf, people kept saying to me, why don't you run? Why don't you run? And then my wife and I talked about it, and we decided to run. But that's when I told people I don't think I'm going to do more than 6 years because of my age, because I think people need to move on too. So that's how I got into it. Now my third daughter, Emily, said to me, Dad, you said the last thing you'll ever do is run for office. Is this the last thing you'll ever do? And the answer is no. I'll do something else now. If there's anything I could change, you mean for in my life, in Congress, in politics? Politically? Oh, I think I wish people got along a little better. The one thing I'll kind of give you this sense of and it has a lot to do with social media, folks. One of the things that has happened is people don't get along like they used to in politics on both sides. It's very unfortunate. I just went and visited the troops in the Pacific. I always wanted to do that. I've never done it before. That's where I served in the Marine Corps. And it was Democrats and Republicans, and we had a wonderful time, but we don't interact as much, which is very unfortunate. So this town, you kids can become whatever you want, and school is the way to get there. So thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Representative Pence, for coming in and speaking with us yesterday. We truly appreciated your time.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic fall break. As we dive into the second half of first semester, let's remember to follow our school rules and policy. Together, we can make this a great, successful term. Let's stay focused and positive.
Attention photography club members will be meeting in Mr. Fern's room 108 this Wednesday from 3:45 to 4:15 p.m. Please make sure to attend if you signed up. Also, don't forget to arrange your ride home. See you there.
Hey students, it's been a challenging couple of weeks with our Wi-Fi issues, but hopefully we're back to normal now. Thank you for our patience and understanding during this time. Make sure to check your grades regularly and stay on top of your assignments. Hard work pays off, so let's keep pushing ourselves to do our best. Let's keep supporting each other as we move forward.
The word today is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges and adapt to adversity. It's about finding strength in difficult situations and using those experiences to grow stronger. Remember every setback an opportunity for a comeback. Experience resilience today and tackle whatever comes your way with confidence.
The joke of the day is, my dad said he wanted something groundbreaking for Father's Day, so I got him a shovel.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow here on Dennis Bulldogs TV for tomorrow announcements. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a great day, Bulldogs.